Welcome to Hope Tube, a space where creativity, discipline, and human potential meet. Today, we step into two worlds that seem distant from one another, yet are connected by the same invisible force. One world is shaped by nature, patience, and time. The other is forged through movement, sweat, and relentless effort. This is the story of nature fusion wood and athletic craftsmanship. One grows from the earth and carries the memory of forests and seasons. The other grows from the human body and carries the memory of struggle, repetition, and resilience. This is not a competition of which is stronger or more valuable. It is a reflection, a mirror showing how nature and human discipline follow the same rules of growth, resistance, balance, and transformation. The quiet power of nature fusion wood. Nature fusion wood begins long before the artist touches the material. It begins with rain, sunlight, soil, and time. A tree grows slowly, shaped by wind and weather, bending but not breaking. When its life as a tree ends, its story does not disappear. In nature fusion wood art, that story continues. Branches twisted by storms, roots carved by earth, and trunks marked by age are not corrected or hidden. They are honored. The artist approaches the wood with humility. Instead of forcing a shape, the creator listens. Every curve suggests movement. Every crack suggests memory. Nature has already done the first work. Human hands simply continue the conversation. This is why nature fusion wood feels alive even in stillness. It carries truth. Athletic craftsmanship and the human body. Athletic craftsmanship begins with an ordinary body. No athlete is born finished. Strength, speed, balance, and endurance are built slowly through effort. Like wood, the body resists change. Muscles ache, lungs burn, limits appear quickly, but with patience and discipline, the body adapts. It grows stronger, more efficient, more precise. Athletes sculpt themselves through repetition. Every movement is practiced until it becomes instinct. Behind every graceful performance lies thousands of unseen hours. Just as wood carries rings of growth, the body carries layers of training. Nothing is wasted. Even failure becomes part of the structure, stillness and motion. Nature fusion wood lives in stillness. Athletic craftsmanship lives in motion, yet both depend on awareness. The wood artist pauses before each cut, sensing where pressure should be applied. The athlete pauses between breaths, sensing when to push and when to recover. These pauses are not empty. They are full of intelligence. Stillness teaches patience. Motion teaches control. Mastery is born where these two meet. Resistance as a teacher. Wood resists the blade. The body resists training. Resistance is not an enemy. It is a teacher. When the blade meets resistance, the artist adjusts angle and pressure. When the body meets resistance, the athlete adjusts technique and rhythm. Force alone destroys, understanding shapes. Nature fusion wood accepts resistance as guidance. Athletic craftsmanship accepts resistance as growth. Both transform struggle into form. Time cannot be cheated. Time is the true master of both crafts. Wood cannot be rushed. It must dry, settle, and age. The body cannot be rushed. It must adapt, recover, and strengthen. Shortcuts weaken foundations. Depth comes only through patience. In a fast world obsessed with speed, these crafts remind us that lasting strength is built slowly. The strongest trees grow over decades. The greatest athletes are shaped over years. Imperfection as truth. Nature fusion wood celebrates imperfection. Uneven edges, natural cracks, and unpredictable grain are not flaws. They are signatures. Athletic craftsmanship also embraces imperfection. No movement is perfectly symmetrical. No body is perfectly balanced. Adaptation makes strength real. Perfection is lifeless. Imperfection is human. That is why these crafts feel alive. Discipline without applause. Neither nature fusion wood nor athletic craftsmanship requires constant attention. The wood does not ask to be admired. The athlete does not train for praise. Discipline continues even when no one is watching. This quiet commitment is what creates authenticity. It is felt immediately, even without explanation. Why humans connect to both? Humans are drawn to wood because it reminds us of shelter, warmth, and survival. We are drawn to athletic excellence because it reflects our potential. Both awaken something ancient within us. When we see nature fusion wood, we feel grounded. When we see athletic mastery, we feel inspired. Together, they remind us of who we are and who we can become. Both nature fusion wood and athletic craftsmanship are born inside limits. The wood artist cannot change the grain, the cracks, or the past life of the tree. The athlete cannot escape gravity, fatigue, or physical boundaries. Yet creativity does not disappear within limits. It sharpens. When freedom is guided by constraint, intention becomes clearer. In nature fusion wood, creativity emerges by working with what already exists. A twisted root becomes motion. A broken branch becomes tension. In athletic craftsmanship, creativity emerges through technique. A movement is refined, adjusted, repeated until it flows naturally. In both cases, mastery is not about control alone. It is about cooperation with reality, mental discipline, and silent focus. The greatest challenge in both crafts is not physical, it is mental. Nature fusion wood requires deep concentration. A wandering mind leads to careless cuts. Athletic craftsmanship requires the same mental clarity. A distracted athlete loses balance, timing, and control. Silence becomes a tool. In the workshop, silence allows the artist to hear the wood. In training, silence allows the athlete to hear the body. This internal listening builds trust. Over time, intuition replaces hesitation. Decisions become faster, not because they are rushed, but because they are understood. Failure as a foundation. Failure is unavoidable in both paths. Wood splits unexpectedly. Designs collapse. Training plans fail. Injuries occur. But failure is not a signal to stop. It is a signal to adjust. Nature fusion wood teaches acceptance. When wood breaks, the artist adapts the design. Athletic craftsmanship teaches resilience. When the body fails, the athlete rebuilds stronger. In both cases, failure becomes part of the final form. Without it, the work feels shallow. Endurance over intensity. Intensity may impress, but endurance transforms. Nature fusion wood is not created in moments of excitement. It is shaped through steady commitment. Athletic craftsmanship is the same. One powerful session does not create mastery. Thousands of consistent efforts do. Pause. Endurance teaches humility. It reminds both artist and athlete that progress is earned daily. Small improvements accumulate. Over time, they become something extraordinary. The role of breath. Breath connects these crafts in a subtle way. The wood artist controls breathing to steady the hands. The athlete controls breathing to regulate effort. Breath becomes rhythm. Rhythm becomes flow. When breath is calm, movement is precise. When breath is chaotic, mistakes appear. Mastery is often invisible, hidden in how calmly someone breathes under pressure. The body as memory. Just as wood carries memory in its grain, the body carries memory in muscle and nerve. Repeated movements become automatic. Carving strokes become instinct. Athletic motions become reflex. This memory allows both crafts to move beyond conscious effort. The hands know where to cut. The body knows how to move. This is when craftsmanship becomes art. Environment as a partner. Nature fusion wood cannot exist without environment. Light, humidity, temperature, and space influence the process. Athletic craftsmanship is also shaped by environment. Training conditions, surfaces, climate, and surroundings affect performance. Those who master their craft learn to adapt rather than complain. They respect environment as a partner, not an obstacle. The aesthetics of strength. Strength in nature fusion wood is not loud. It is structural. A piece stands because it is balanced. Strength in athletic craftsmanship is not aggression alone, it is control. Pause. True strength is calm. It does not rush. It does not prove, it simply exists. Tradition and evolution. Nature fusion wood connects us to ancient practices. Humans have shaped wood for survival and expression for thousands of years. Athletic craftsmanship also connects us to tradition. Running, throwing, lifting, and fighting are as old as humanity itself. Yet neither craft is frozen in the past. Both evolve, tools change, techniques improve, knowledge expands. What remains constant is dedication. Legacy beyond the creator. A nature fusion wood piece may outlive its creator. It may stand silently, witnessed by generations. Athletic moments may fade in time, yet they inspire future effort. Both leave traces beyond their moment. Legacy is not about fame. It is about influence, about proving that patience and discipline matter. The inner journey. Beyond physical creation, both crafts shape identity. The artist becomes more patient. The athlete becomes more resilient. These qualities do not remain in the workshop or training ground. They carry into life. Nature fusion wood teaches acceptance. Athletic craftsmanship teaches perseverance. Together, they teach balance. At Hope Tube, we believe true craftsmanship reflects life itself. Nature fusion wood and athletic craftsmanship show us that growth is not instant and mastery is not accidental.